not just for the meanwhile, for a long, long time. Better believe it. Back again, oh. All that matters to me. Back again, oh. Matters to me, matters to me. Back again.
No matter who I choose.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Tiffany. This is footage from back in November when I was getting my silk press done in preparation for grad season. Looking back, it was such a busy and exciting time. This hair needed to carry me through my graduation photo shoot, the actual graduation ceremony, and my grad party. Basically a whole month of festivities from mid-November to mid-December. Naturally, I headed back to Spritz Hair Studio at the Angong Road branch. This was my second time at Spritz. I actually specifically requested Soita again because he handled my very first silk press there back in April of last year. He did such an incredible job that I didn't even consider going to anyone else. We started with a brief consultation. My initial plan was just a standard silk press, but after talking it through, we decided to go in with the L'Oréal Absolut Repair Molecular treatment before the press. It's all about restoring, rebuilding, and strengthening the hair structure, which is exactly what we did the first time. First things first, the detangling. I had just undone my mini twists, and honestly, the definition was so good, I thought it would take us ages to get through it, but Soita made it look so easy. Now I want to show you guys something. I'm inserting a photo here from April 28th, 2025 compared to this day, November 21st. Look at that. The difference in the volume and the density in just 7 months is insane. My hair felt so much fuller and healthier in November. It's crazy what a consistent routine and the right treatments can do for your hair's health in such a short window. Before we jumped into the ARM magic, we had to start with a clean slate. We went to the sink to wash out all the gunk and product buildup from the previous style. You can't build a house on a shaky foundation, and you definitely can't do a treatment on dirty hair. Now that I'm all prepped and clean, it's time for the main event. The Absolute Repair Molecular treatment is a 5-step process: pre-treatment, shampoo, rinse of serum, the molecular mask, and finally the leave-in mask. Step 1 is the pre-treatment. They use a specific technique here where they spray the product onto the lengths and then smooth it down the hair, making sure it penetrates deeply into the fiber. I actually had 2 people working on me at once. I honestly didn't mind the extra hands because they were so gentle, and the efficiency meant we got through the prep much faster. This is how my hair looked right after the pre-treatment. Next, we moved into shampooing. You'll notice the hair steamer is running. I love this because as a low porosity girl, the steam is a game changer. It opens up my cuticles so the scalp can be hydrated properly. Plus, this shampoo lathers so well, it felt incredibly luxurious. The steam is infused with this incredible menthol and eucalyptus scent. Honestly, sitting here editing this now, I can almost smell it again. It was like a full sensory spa experience. It wasn't just soothing for my scalp, it felt like my whole body was relaxing. If you've never had a scented steam treatment while getting your hair washed, you're truly missing out on the ultimate pampering. Then came the rinse of serum. It was applied while finger detangling and smoothing the product right onto the hair shaft. It's not just a quick apply and rinse situation. The stylist really has to take their time here. You can see how he's methodically smoothing the product onto the hair shaft. This ensures that every single strand is coated and that the product deeply penetrates the hair fiber. It's all about the even distribution to make sure the molecular repair is happening from the root to the tip. We let it sit for a couple of minutes to really soak in before rinsing it off. Step 4 was the molecular mask. It was distributed evenly through my freshly washed hair, and let me tell you, detangling was a breeze. My hair felt so soft at this point. I went under the hooded steamer for a few minutes to deeply hydrate and enhance the absorption. Now, can we talk about the wash experience at Spritz? The sink is my absolute happy place. While I'm getting my scalp massaged, the chairs actually have a built-in back massager. It's the best thing ever. I could never complain about the time spent at the sink. Look at this freshly washed hair. The shrinkage is real. But do you see how plump and juicy those curls look? That's the sign of healthy, hydrated hair. Once the leave-in mask was in, we detangled in small sections before starting the blow dry. One thing I've learned on my hair journey is that working in sections is non-negotiable for me. With this much volume and density, it's the only way to keep things manageable and prevent breakage. The leave-in mask. This provides heat protection up to 230 degrees. This is probably the most critical step because it determines your hair's fate. It's the difference between your hair reverting to its natural state later or suffering from heat damage. This was especially important because after this, my hair was blow dried, straightened, flat ironed, and then steam pressed using a steam pod to get that ultra sleek finish. One single strand of hair fell out during the blow dry, and I had to show you guys. Seeing it stretched out like this is such a wow moment. Sometimes you forget how much length is tucked away in those curls until you see it on a surface. The growth is just undeniable. After the flat iron, but right before the final steam press, it was time for a much needed trim. The last time I had my split ends cut was back in April during my last visit here, so we were definitely due for a cleanup. It's so important to let go of those dead ends if you want your hair to stay full and healthy. While I was in the chair, the CEO of Spritz, Sheila, actually came by and said hi. She asked to take some footage of the process, and of course, I said yes. I honestly really admire the work she's doing with Spritz. The environment and the level of professional hair care she's brought is just top tier. To keep the look fresh, I actually purchased the L'Oréal Absolut Repair Oil. I used it to maintain the silk press the entire month, and I really think it's why it lasted so long. It nourishes, adds shine, and keeps the frizz away without weighing the hair down. Looking back at all those graduation events, from the photo shoot to the party, this silk press held up perfectly through everything. I am so happy to report that when I finally washed it, my hair reverted back to its original state with zero heat damage. I truly got my money's worth. A huge thank you to the team at Spritz for such a wonderful experience. If you're in Nairobi, you definitely need to check them out. Thank you so much for tagging along with me. If you want to see more of my hair journey and you're looking for natural hair tips and tricks to keep your mane healthy and thriving, make sure you're tuned in. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming uploads. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.